Alright guys, we have another question from the second chapter of engineering mechanics, and we need to determine the coordinate direction angles of F1. So if we look at the force F1, we can see that the projection on the XY plane is going to be this, which basically we have a right triangle, which I'm highlighting in yellow, this one, and it's going to have two sides. One of this side's going to be basically the Z component, which is going to be 300 sine of 60 degrees, and the projection, which is what's lying on the XY plane, is going to be 300 cosine of 60 degrees. And that's how we find the projection. And once we have the projection on XY plane, we're going to be dealing with another right triangle. I'm gonna try a different color, maybe pink. Yeah, so this one, which makes this angle right here is going to be a right angle. So if you want to show it, it's going to be something like this, where this angle is 45 degrees, and obviously the other one would be 45 too. And we figured that this side is 300 cosine of 60 degrees, and this side over here is going to be the x component, we can call it fx, and the other side, which is lying down in here, is going to be fy. Obviously fx, looking at it, we can see that it's on the negative side of the x, so fx is going to be negative. So let's just show each of them. So fx negative, and the force is going to be 300 cosine of 60, which is the hypotenuse, times if you go with this angle, sine of 45 degrees. So sine of 45 degrees, that's going to be our fx. Fy would be, as we talked about, it's positive first, so 300 cosine of 60 degrees. This time we have cosine of 45 degrees, so same hypotenuse, it's just the direction is different. We have sine for x, cosine for y component, and the fz, which is what we figured out at the beginning. We can see we are above the xy plane, so it is positive, and it's going to be 300 sine of 60 degrees. So if you want to show f3 in a vector form, we just have to calculate each of these. So let's start with the x, 300 cosine of 60 times sine of 45. That's going to be around 106.1. That's going to be the I component. We know the value of sine and cosine is the same, so we're going to get the same thing, 106.1 j. Just have negative value, and for the z, we have 300 sine of 60, which is going to give us 259 or 260, and that's going to be the k. So that's the force F3, and the unit will be in newtons for all of them. And what the question is telling us is the coordinate direction angle, which is basically the unit vector of the F3. We can show it with n, which is basically F3 over the magnitude of F3. So first of all, we know from the question the magnitude of the F3 is 300 newtons, so it's going to be 300 in here, and what we have in the numerator is basically this, and at the end what we're going to get for unit vector, it's going to be equal to cosine of theta x for I plus cosine of theta yj and cosine of theta z is going to be k. This is also unit vector. So for each of this, we just have to divide each component by 300. So let's start with theta x. We basically have cosine inverse of that value, 106 over 300. Let's see what we get. So cosine inverse of 106.1 divided by 300. One thing I forgot to put here, this is actually negative. So as we talked about, the x is negative, y is positive. So we have a negative sign in here, which means it's going to change our answer a bit. So yeah, it's going to get us 110.7 degrees. Theta y would be, keep in mind it's going to be different because that value is positive, 106.1 over 300, which is what I calculated before this, so 69.3. And theta z would be cosine inverse of 260 divided by 300, which is going to be 29.9 degrees, and these are going to be our direction. So keep in mind that the unit vector can be written in two forms, one based on the angles with each axis, and one basically based on the expression of the f over the magnitude. Hope everything was clear. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.